My dear students, today I'm going to start the last chapter of geography, that is, Lifelines of the National Economy. The pace of development of a country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as the movement over space. Therefore, efficient means of transport are prerequisites for fast development. In this chapter, we will learn about how modern means of transport and communication serve as lifelines of our nation and its modern economy. Movement and goods and services can be over three important domains of our earth, that is, land, water, and air. Based on these, transport can also be classified into land, water, and air transport. Under land transport, we have roadways, railways, and pipelines, water transport inland and overseas, air, domestic, and international airways. Roadways. India has one of the largest road networks in the world, aggregating to about 2.3 million kilometers at present. In India, roadways have preceded railways. They still have an edge over the railways in view of the ease with which they can be built and maintained. The reasons for the growing importance of road transport are: construction of roads is much lower than that of the railway lines. Roads can traverse comparatively more dissected and undulating topography. Roads can negotiate higher gradients of slopes and as such can traverse mountains such as the Himalayas. Road transport is economical in transportation for a few persons and relatively small amount of goods over short distances. It also provides door-to-door services, thus the cost of loading and unloading is much more lower. Road transport is also used as feeder to other modes of transport, such as they provide a link between the railway stations, air and seaports. In India, the roads can be classified in following 6 classes according to their capacity. They are the Golden Quadrilateral Superhighways, the National Highways, the State Highways, District Roads, Other Roads, and the Border Roads. Roads can also be classified on the basis of the type of material used for the construction, such as metalled and unmetalled roads. Metal roads may be made of cement, concrete, or even bitumen thole, therefore, these are all weather roads. Unmetalled roads go out of use in the rainy season. Railways. Railways are the principal mode of transportation of freight and passengers in India. Railways in India bind the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of industry and agriculture. The distribution pattern of railway network in the country has been largely influenced by the physiographic, economic and administrative factors. The northern plains with the vast level land, high population density and rich agricultural resources provided the most favorable condition for their growth. However, a large number of rivers requiring construction of bridges across the wide beds pose some obstacles. In the hilly terrains of the peninsular regions, railway tracks are laid through the low hills, gaps, or tunnels. The Himalayan mountain regions too are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines due to the high relief, sparse population, and lack of economic opportunities. Likewise, it was difficult to lay railway lines on the sandy plains of western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat, forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Jharkhand. The contiguous stretch of Sahyadri could be crossed only through the gaps or passes. In the recent times, the development of the Konkan Railway along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods in the most important economic region of India. There are many problems which are faced by the railways. Firstly, the passengers travel without tickets. Thefts and damaging of railway property has not yet been stopped completely. People stop the trains, pull the chains unnecessarily, and thus cause heavy damage to the railway. Pipeline transport network is a new arrival on the transportation map of India. In the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. Now these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories, and the big thermal power plants. Solids can also be transported through a pipeline when converted into slurry. There are three important networks of pipeline transportation in India. First, from oilfield in Upper Assam to Kanpur via Guwahati, Barauni, and Allahabad. Second, from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab via Viramgam, Mathura, Delhi, and Sonipat. Third, gas pipeline from Hazira in Gujarat connects Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh via Vajaipur in Madhya Pradesh. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode of transport. India has an inland navigation waterways of 14,500 kilometers in length, out of which only 3,700 kilometers are navigable by mechanized boats. The the major seaports. With a long coastline of 7,516.6 km, India is dotted with 12 major and 181 medium and minor ports. These major ports handle 95% of the Indian foreign trade. The ports on the west coast are Kandla Port, Mumbai Port, Jawaharlal Nehru Port, Marmagaon Port, New Mangalore Port, and the Kochi Port. The ports on the east coast are Tuticorin Port, Chennai Port, Vishakhapatnam Port, Paradweep Port, Kolkata Port, and Haldia Port. Airways. The air travel today is the fastest, most comfortable, and prestigious mode of transport. It can cover very difficult terrains like high mountains, deserts, dense forests, and also long coastline stretches with great ease. The access to the northeastern part of India is made easier through the air travel. Air travel is not within the reach of the common people. It is only the northeastern states that special provisions are made to extend the services to the common people. With this, I finish today's topics. Thank you. Stay blessed.